into your question. I want to know what you think of Vark Wars, so we can plug the new issue. Favorite strip. Least favorite strip, I'm not going to answer that one. But favorite strip, I think there's two strips in there that both center on, what's the line? The Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, the Princess Leia line. Where
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
You're my only hope. What movie is that in?
The first one. The 1977 one.
That's why I knew that one, and that's why I thought that was funny, because I went, oh, when she was like the hologram, and I'm going, that's really weird that stuck with me. That's either in the first one, and that's why it stuck with me, or there's some glamour attached to that if it's in the seventh one or the eighth one, whichever one I saw, where they fished me in by saying, this is it, it's the last Star Wars film. Like, oh, okay, well, I better go and see it if it's the last Star Wars film. So there's the Beatrice hologram delivering the line. So that was about my favorite. Was that one? I guess I find, you see, when I read the Francis doing, I find your lack of faith disturbing. It's like, okay, I don't remember the line. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Is that in the first one?
It's a Darth Vader line. I want to say yes.
Okay, because that didn't stick with me at all. Same thing with who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him. When I read that one, I go, oh, okay, that's why Harrison Ford said that George Lucas should be tied to a chair and made to read his own dialogue out loud. It's like, oh, that scans really, really badly. How could you do that and make that sound like it's got gravitas attached to it? Well, you got to be Sir Alec Guinness to do that, I guess.
Well, I just saw an interview with Sir Alec Guinness where they were talking to him. It was right after the first movie came out, I think, and the interviewer is saying, so you're getting 2.5% of the back end on this, right? And Alec Guinness explains, well, no, what happened was he was in Hollywood, he was finishing a movie, and George Lucas personally delivered the script to his trailer and dropped it off when he was filming, and he like, okay, that's saying something that, the director's coming to me personally to ask for it. And he read the script and went, well, they're going to have to change some of the dialogue.
Really?
Yeah, he agreed to do it, but he wanted the dialogue to get punched up a little bit. And I'm thinking, how bad was that script?
I guess. Well, for Sir Alec Guinness, it's one of those, look, what you're paying for here is all of my gravitas that comes from, by being acknowledged as a great Shakespearean actor on the English stage. So we're not going to be able to turn this into Shakespeare, but we got to get it a little closer to Shakespeare than this is. That means that who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him, was already punched up.
That's what in the interview. That's what he said, was that they're gonna have to.
Okay, well, that's a little scary to me. It's like you say, I wonder how bad the original script was. And I like both of the last strips, the Earth 1 ending and the Earth 2 ending. I literally couldn't make up my mind which one was the funniest one. I enjoyed both of them that much. We won't spoil them for anybody, but there are two endings on Vark Wars. So as soon as it's in the stores, go and pick it up. And I have one last question on Vark Wars. I'm going to leave you with this one, which is I auctioned off
Seiler, I believe.
Did he? Okay. See, Seiler's having trouble keeping track of all the stuff that he wins at auction and what he's paid for and what he hasn't paid for. I just sent him like the 10 postcards that he said, I don't remember if I paid for them, but I wanted them. So can you let me know? And it's like, Jeff, you buy so much stuff. Here, have 10 postcards. And he figured it out and went, oh, I didn't pay for the postcards. Well, here's $50. If that's way too much, just spend it on something else, which is just wonderful of Jeff that he would do that.
So let's just quick put it out there, Jeff. When you're watching this, remember to send Dave another check. If you got money, you owe Dave.
Yes, and I'll just if you're sure that it's Seiler, I'll just throw the prototype in the mail and send it to him. He's good for the money. I know that.
I'll double check, but I think it's him. I'll send you a fax when I go back and look again.
Okay. Randy Gray asks, do you guys want creamed honey or liquid? Comb in? Never mind, we'll send both. Just finished harvesting late summer, so now we can send a proper thank you for the boxes of Cerebus you sent me. That was the situation that came up where Cal Johnson let us know through strange adventures in Halifax that this guy had a fire at his house, and one of the things got burned was his complete Cerebus collection. So we managed to patch together pretty close to a complete Cerebus collection. Not something that I'm going to do all the time, but that's got to be really aggravating to lose them. So he also asks, here's an oddball question, probably someone here can answer it. Was Connie Lingus ever identified? When was her first and last appearance in the letters page? Well, I wasn't going to go near that, but Margaret answered, here are the issues with a letter by either Connie Lingus or just Connie. Well, I'm not sure if it's the same author or not. Yes, it is. One might be able to tell by getting out the issues and reading the letters if one wants, she says, I think rather archly. 72, 73 was only Connie, 74, 77, 86, 140, 151, 163, only Connie. Her first letter is actually in 67, but only attributed to